Secretary of State and Fox News contributor for more on this. I want to talk about Iran in just a second, Mr. Secretary, and it's good to have you this afternoon. But if I wanted to turn to Venezuela, we've got the big meeting between the president and the oil industry executives coming up. And you've got this in a Fox News op-ed where you say Trump can win it all in Venezuela and stop a Maduro-like sequel. You say, quote, there is zero reason to believe that the Delcy Rodriguez and her cronies will do anything more than attempt to buy time while securing their positions as part of a reconstituted Maduro in all but name government. The current administration should recognize Edmundo Gonzalez as the interim president as a first step in the country's democratic transition. For the moment, though, the president seems to have made the calculation that erasing the Maduro regime would be fraught with much more peril than leaving in place, at least for the time being, the remnants of it. What do you think of that strategy?
So look, these are difficult judgments, John, and it's great to be with you and Sandra. Difficult judgments for sure. But I don't want anyone, and I think President Trump and Secretary Rubio get this too, no one should be under the illusion that Diosdado Cabello and General Padrino and Delcy Rodriguez are anything but committed Chavistas aiming to figure out how to continue to steal, loot, plunder, build out the narco-terrorist system that they were raised with for decades and that benefited them personally. And so we all should be patient. We have to get this right. But we should, as quickly as we can, get power out of their hands, return it to the democratically elected leaders of Venezuela. There were two elections there that everyone, Europeans, Americans, all said were won by the opposition, and give them the capacity to control the militaries. I saw today, John, that we're working to get our embassy reopened there. That was closed by President Trump when I was a Secretary of State. I supported that decision. We ought to get it back open and then begin to build out a democratic opportunity for these people to actually build an economy that is not based on drugs and terror, but based on the resources that Venezuela has so abundantly.
All right, let's turn to Iran now. 12 days of protest. The Ayatollah finally came out and addressed the Iranian people, saying this about the protests. Last night in Tehran and some other places, a bunch of vandals showed up and destroyed buildings belonging to their own country just to please the U.S. president. The Islamic Republic was established with the blood of several 100,000 honorable people and will not back down in the face of those who engage in destruction, nor will it tolerate mercenaries serving foreign powers. I mean, no surprise that he's trying to blame this all on the United States. But do you think that we're potentially at a tipping point here in Iran? And if so, what should the American president do to try to push it over the edge?
I actually think President Trump's got this just exactly right. And I do think that we are seeing the front end signs of a death spiral for the regime. It's in the context of an incredibly difficult economic situation. It's against the backdrop of Operation Midnight Hammer. So many of the military leaders that saw that they were fully at the whims of American and Israeli air power. Anytime we wanted to go do it, we could. The Iranian people can see that too. And don't forget, Assad fell. Hezbollah's leaders have all been taken off the map. Hamas destroyed. These were all the Iranian proxies. They are at their weakest point. And these protests are different too in breadth and scope. These are students. These are business people from Baluchistan to Esfahan to the capital, Tehran itself. This is an at-scale rising that gives a real opportunity. And President Trump trying to keep the internet alive, keep these people able to communicate, remind them that America is with them. That's the right process. Yeah. That's the things that we can do. Now it's to the Iranian people to once and for all rid themselves of this nettlesome Ayatollah.
And President Trump, on a couple of occasions now, including last night with Sean Hannity, said that if the Iranian security services at the behest of the Ayatollah and the other leaders were to start killing people on the streets, that the president would take action. Listen to what he said to Sean Hannity last night.
There's so many people protesting. Nobody's ever seen anything like what's happening right now. But I have put Iran on notice that if they start shooting at them, these people are totally unarmed people. I've told them that if they do anything bad to these people, we're going to hit them very hard.
If there is mass murder by the Iranian Ayatollahs and those leadership, you're pledging to the people of Iran that you will come to their aid.
I've said it very loud and very clear. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
All right, so apparently that is happening on the streets right now. The security services are using live ammunition, and there are reports that many protesters have died. Should the president take action?
Yeah, we're probably not there yet, but I think we are, in fact, closing in on this, John. I've seen the numbers in the dozens. I think President Trump is talking about large-scale killing. This is the repression that the regime has used for so long to put down these riots in previous times. And I will say this, we should watch what the local militias are doing, the Artesh, the regular army. I think these folks get it. This is no longer the same regime. And if they refuse to go after their own, if they refuse to kill their fellow citizens, that'll be the moment that the Iranian people get this window. And President Trump's statement last night makes very clear that if the Ayatollah tries to do something that looks like what Assad did in Homs or what others have done with mass killings, he's prepared to go use American power. And I'm sure we will have partners in this effort as well to actually give the Iranian people the opportunity they so richly deserved.
So what is the crucial trigger that could topple the regime? Is it the IRGC leadership siding with the demonstrators? Is it the IRGC leadership being taken out so that the rank and file then sides with the protesters potentially? How could that possibly work?
John, you're thinking about it exactly right. Remember, many of the IRGC leaders are in fact gone. We took out Soleimani on my watch. They never fully reconstituted. We've taken out other senior leaders at the IRGC, including their leaders abroad in Syria and in Lebanon. If you continue to see the IRGC leadership fall away and the capacity that they have to control and repress, that will be the trigger for even larger scales, even larger demonstrations. And then, John, we shouldn't think for a moment that there aren't conversations taking place. The rats, I'm sure, are already trying to figure out how to get off the ship, trying to figure out not how to leave, but how to be the one that says, hey, I've always been a good guy. I just couldn't do it because the Ayatollah told me I couldn't. I'm with you, America. I'm sure those conversations are taking place, and we should try to find the right set of leaders to make this transition as peaceful as we possibly can.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. Not a lot of information getting out from Iran. The internet is shut down. There's a total information blackout. We do see some scattered social media videos, but not a whole lot. I don't know if some crews can get in there and tell us what's really going on, but hopefully at some point. Mr. Secretary, thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, John. Bless you. Have a good day.
The chaos behavior of US has disturbed all the nations all over the world. The US has itself announced that it is withdrawing from 66 international organizations, signaling a definitive move away from multilateralism. So, what could be the reason for it? Maybe occur in the future. So, till then, like and comment your opinion and subscribe to the channel.